Alrighty, so here is today's job. We are at a rental property for someone I know, and this is what we're doing. We are removing those cabinets and that cabinet and that cabinet. The stove is staying. We can work around it. We're gonna pull all the trim off and everything's going except the sink. And you can tell that the property was not taken very good care of. Oh well. Anyway, let's get started with the day. When my husband was alive and we remodeled one of the houses that we lived in, he used to always laugh at me because I couldn't swing a hammer and all that good stuff. He's like, you act like a girl. You're a truck driver and you're acting like a girl. So anyway, this is for those kind of men. This is definitely entertainment. I don't even know why it didn't register with me. Take all of the trim off first. I was struggling to get the doors off. Now you have to understand, this is the Plainview neighborhood. Now Plainview was built back in the 40s to house the workers after World War II had started. Here in Wichita, we are the air capital of the world. And Boeing and all of our aircraft companies were shooting out 40 planes a day. That is no joke. And they needed workers. Well, they also needed a place to put those workers. Back then, they even had tent cities and all of that good stuff. So, working on this, it was kind of a learning experience, I guess you could say. I actually was very frustrated. You can see that many times in the video. But it was actually kind of fun because this is one of those where you can tear shit up and it's okay. So anyway, you will see me get frustrated, but it's my own fault, only because I've never done something like this before, and so dismantling it was a little different. Well, anyway, all of this stuff was pieced together. These cabinets are just pieced together, and there's like 50 layers of paint over the hinges and in between and all of that. So let's just say I learned to sling a hammer really hard to make it just do its thing. You know what I mean? And once I figured that out and I realized, or I don't know, you could just tell I was a girl because I was trying to be so, finesse it and it'll come off. No, get that shit off of there and let's get the job done. So, here you go. Okay, so you can see that at this point I'm really frustrated because all I'm getting off is this little tiny stuff, and even getting the doors off were a challenge. And then I started realizing the trim was half of my problem, number one. And then once I realized over there to the left of where I'm at right now, once I realized there was a gap in there because nothing was coming off, I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, there it is. So you'll see that here in just a minute. So here is the moment. This is the moment. This is the moment when I figure it out and everything comes together. So as you see, I finally figured it out. And once I figured that out, it all started coming together. And then the battery died on the phone, which I did not know because I have a bad habit of letting it run and forgetting about it. That's what happens when you've been doing this for 4 years and you've recorded everything that you've done. So, anyway, the battery died. I got it charged up a little bit once I realized it, and I was able to come back and show you my progress. Anyway, the kids showed up because I gave the family the address where I was working. I just wanted to make sure somebody knew where I was in case something happened. And even though we have Life 360, this also kind of helped them a little bit. Anyway, it was coming together. Everything was working out. Battery died, and so the story goes on. Alrighty, we are 2/3 of the way there. I've got this cabinet, this paneling, and then the sheetrock on that wall. So from wall to wall, that's gonna come off. So what I think I'll do is I'll finish up this cabinet, then I'll get the paneling off, and I'll probably remove the outlet, and I might even work around it. And then I'll run and get some lunch. And once I get some lunch, but anyway, this is one of those houses that was not taken good care of. You can see a lot of roach nests and stuff like that. So yeah, I bet that was super frustrating for the owner. So anyway, that's where we are. I do not have a broom. If I'm feeling frisky, I'll run by the shop and grab our old broom and get some of this cleaned up. At least he'll think I earned my 100. This is only for 100 and only take about 6-7 hours. So I figured, you know what, just go in there, get it done, earn my 100 and move on with life, you know what I mean? So, okay, time to take me a quick break. I am beat up, just sweating like crazy. I'm not kidding. I am sweating like crazy. But that's okay. That's all right. I needed the work. So here we go. That sheetrock just fell apart right off the wall. We couldn't even take it off in sheets if we tried, which was actually the original plan. But anyway, Scott was helpful in making sure that all came off, and then he grabbed all of the nails and the studs. That way the owner can get started right where he's at. Anyway, it turned out pretty darn good. Yeah, that's going to be a chore. it is done. Scott showed up, and you know, anytime you can tear shit up, you're gonna take the opportunity, right? And that's what he did. Anyway, so it's all, I just cleaned it up, so we're in good shape. This was the job I was supposed to do. Didn't do too bad. I did make a boo-boo, so I will take a picture and own that. And other than that, we're done. I hope you all have a wonderful one. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while, and we will see you on the next one. It's hot. Peace.